Hello and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love, the podcast. I am your host, Tina Shayani, and the head coach at T-Shay Coaching. If you are looking to attract a loving partner to build a relationship with that gets better with time, if you are looking to deepen your current relationship, or you just want to live a happier life, you are in the right place. Every week we will discuss a new topic that will bring you understanding, clarity, and the tools to become the best version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself. Hello and welcome to this week's live show. My name is Tina Shayani. I am the head coach at T-Shay Coaching, where we help people find and build lasting, loving relationships. I'm happy to welcome you here today. You can tell by my thick sweater that it is a very cold day here in New York. Our topic today is situationships. What really is a situationships? And what does it mean? How is it serving us? And what is it taking away from us? A situationship is a halfway relationship. It's a matter of convenience. We are with someone just when it's convenient. It's really not a real relationship. By definition, a situationship is a failed relationship. Because why are we not having a full relationship? Why is it a part-time relationship? Why? Because the person that we are involved with is not for us, is not looking for the same things that we're looking for necessarily. And we are not looking for what they're looking for, unless you are looking for something that is part-time. But for the most part, we are looking to build real relationships that are going to grow with time and last a lifetime. But everyone almost at some point gets caught in this place of situationship where it's an on again, off again, a thing of convenience. And you are not alone. So don't beat yourself up if you are in one of these things. But what's difficult about a situationship is that we get stuck in them and we develop something for ourselves around the situation that isn't necessarily real. So what does that mean? What does it mean that a situationship is a failed relationship? If this was a viable relationship, we would create it into something deeper and better. It is a relationship that is not going anywhere. And it's okay if you are in one of these, but I want you to be aware of what it is that you're doing. The situationship is kind of like a relationship halfway house. It is a relationship that is not working and is not going anywhere, yet we are not ready to let go of it. We are not ready and we are not willing. So what we do is we take whatever is available. We'll take what we can get. And this is the ultimate act of settling. And I always tell my clients, there will be no settling, not on my watch, because we are here to create something real, something special, not something that is convenient for the moment. But we get involved in these things because it is a band-aid to the pain. It's a band-aid to the pain of loneliness. When we feel that sting of loneliness, our bodies and our minds want to protect us from this pain, and we are willing to do just about anything, to make a concession of any kind, just to make this pain go away, even if it's just for a few hours, even if it's for a few days. We are willing to take whatever we can get. So that is an advantage of the situationship, that it is a temporary relief from the pain of loneliness. But what is the cost of this situationship? What are we giving up in order to have this temporary relief from what we call the suffering of loneliness? We can be alone and sit with that pain, or We use this situationship in a moment of weakness to make ourselves temporarily feel better. So that is the advantage. And that's why we fall into the trap of these things. Another trap of the situationship is that we see potential in this other person. We imagine that this person can be better than what they really are showing us to be, that there is a potential in there. But when we are entering into a relationship, we need to accept the person as they are and love them for who and what they are and not the potential we see in them. We often create this vivid and often amazing fantasy for ourselves around a person. And instead of seeing them for what they really are, we see the potential in them. But I want to tell you, accept what is being put in front of you and don't look at the potential because that potential is not real. A person needs to realize their own potential. You cannot improve another person. You cannot show them how to realize their potential. That is something that they must do for themselves. So the first way of getting out of a situationship is to let go of the idea that this relationship is somehow magically going to improve over time, that somehow this person is going to morph into the person of our dreams. And it's like that classic fairy tale that is sold to women over and over again, the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale. We meet a man who is a beast, and we believe that with our love and what our kindness and our giving, we can convert the beast into into Prince Charming. I'm here to tell you, throw that fairy tale in the garbage. If he is not a prince today, he will not be a prince tomorrow. More likely than not, the beast will continue to be a beast, and it's not your fault. It's not because you didn't love him enough. It's not because you weren't supportive enough, but because that beast is who he is. So don't stick around and try to transform him into what you imagine he can be. Don't stick around and imagine that you can help him to realize his potential. Accept him exactly as he is today. Understand the things that he is showing you and understand that that is the real person. That is the offer on the table, not the potential that we create in our imagination. If what you see in front of you is something that you want to be with, is someone that you can build a life with, then you stay. But really take a look to see what the person is showing you. Look at the reality of that person rather than the imagined potential that you see in your own mind. Let go of the fantasy that you have created for yourself around this person. And I say this with love and compassion because everyone does this at some point in their life. So don't feel like you are terrible or not smart or not worthy or all of these things if you are involved in something like this. It is very normal. But our job is to recognize what is happening and extract ourselves and make the best out of the situation that we are given. Now, what is it that we are giving up when we are in a situationship? Well, we know what the gain is. The gain is that we don't have to really say goodbye, that we are kind of letting go and holding on at the same time. It's the same thing that, like, when you break up with someone, you say, okay, we're just going to be friends. And that friendship all oftentimes will turn into a situationship. And what that really is a crutch. It is a way of letting go without letting go because we don't have the strength and we are so afraid of losing this person, even though we know that this person is not our person. So it's a way of letting go and holding on at the same time. And if we understand that, we can find the courage to let go all the way and not just halfway. Because now we're going to get into the idea of what the situationship is costing us, what we are giving up in order to be a part of this situationship. So what is it that we are giving up? We are giving up the opportunity to find something real. Imagine that you are having dinner at McDonald's. Can you simultaneously have dinner at McDonald's and the Four Seasons? No. So when you are with this person who is giving you crumbs, that is giving you just a tiny bit, you are spending your time and energy with this person. And that is energy that you could be putting towards something so much better and so much more worthwhile. And that is energy that you could be out meeting new people and having new experiences. And what happens in a situationship? We often feel shitty about ourselves. It is a confidence crusher because it's a constant disappointment that we go in and we feel like, oh, maybe it's going to be different this time. And it's not going to be different. It's what you signed up for. So when you sign up for this, don't expect it to be different. So we are causing ourselves constant disappointment and constant pain and costing ourselves the opportunity to go out there and find something real. Loneliness, as painful as it is, does have a purpose. The purpose of loneliness is to light a fire under us so that we will go out there and meet somebody new and do something to make our situation better. So with a situationship, we are giving up our self-confidence, our self-worth. We are giving up the most precious commodity of a human being. We are giving up our time. We are spending our time with this person. Then we are spending our time talking about the situation with our friends. We are spending the mental energy to think about this person, how we can change it. It's not changing. There is a reason why it is the way that it is. But what we can take from it is that we can learn what was good. What are some things that I liked about this person and that I would like, that I will continue to look for in a new relationship? What are some things that were not good? What are some things that I know to avoid? What things did I miss early on? When should I have walked away? So that the next time you see those red flags or you see those markers, you recognize them for what they are. And when you meet someone who doesn't have those negative features and has the positive features, you will be able to say, these are things that I'm looking for. Let me continue and see what I discover. So really what we're giving up is the future opportunity. And what happens when you're already with someone that you're comfortable with? A new person really can't compete with that. It's like putting on your old Uggs compared to a brand new pair of high-heeled shoes. Well, of course, the old Uggs are going to be more comfortable, but the high heel shoes are going to be so much prettier and better for the gown that you want to wear, if that makes sense. So we need to be able to let go of those comforts, the knowing what you're getting, and be willing to put ourselves out there. This is the only way that we are going to find something new. And it is such an unbelievable thing that happens that I have seen time and time again with my clients. they want to meet someone and they say, well, this person is just a temporary thing. I'm still going out. I'm still going to date. Nonsense. You can kid yourself all you want, but I am not going to believe that. As long as you are in a temporary relationship, in a pretend relationship, in one of these situations, you are 95% not going to meet the right person, not going to meet your person. I say 95% because there are exceptions to every rule. And I will hear, oh, no, no, but I heard this person in this story, in that. It does happen, but very infrequently. What happens very frequently that I see over and over and over again, as soon as we recognize that part-time relationship for what it is and we let it go, it's almost magical how the gates open up and a better opportunity and possibly your person is waiting for you on the other side. These temporary relationships fill the space of what real love is supposed to be. And then real love is blocked. It's like standing behind a brick wall and saying, why doesn't anybody see me? This fake relationship is blocking your path of having something real. It's like having a closed sign on your front door to your business. So if we want real love to enter into our experience, we need to clean up. We need to set the stage for love to enter our lives, and we need to be available. If you are in a halfway relationship, that means that you are unavailable. And also, your mind and your heart and your mental energy is with this halfway relationship. So when you are out there, if a quality person approaches you or you see them, we are far less likely to notice them than if we were completely available. But I see it over and over again that when the situationship ends, it's amazing, but it has to end for real. And it has to end in a way that you finally recognize it for what it is and decide, I don't want this anymore. And you must end it. And on the other side of that, I have seen it time and again that a real quality relationship presents itself. And it's like an amazing thing because every time I see it, I am amazed, but it happens over and over. So I invite you to really take a look at the part-time relationship that you are in, if in fact you are in one of these, and look and see what are you gaining and what is it costing you. And I am willing to bet that it is costing you way more than what you're gaining. You're giving up a lot more than you realize. So, understanding this from a logical perspective, I invite you to walk away from this situationship. Call your person and say, I don't want this anymore. And have the courage to walk away for real. And don't be surprised if that person is going to fight for even your silly situationship and is going to offer to step up and do better because they don't want to lose you, but they're only willing to give you so much. So don't fall into the trap. Really walk away and give yourself the opportunity to go out into the world and meet somebody that will give you the love that you deserve and offer you the relationship that can grow over time and get better over time. All I ask is that you give yourself the opportunity. Your magical person may not be around the corner, but what if they are and you didn't even open the door? I invite you to open the door. Give yourself a chance to be completely single so that the right relationship and the right person for you can enter into your experience. I hope that this is helpful. If there is something in particular that you want to talk about, let me know. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for joining today's episode of Journey to Lasting Love. If you felt a connection with what we shared here today, visit tshaycoaching.com for resources, blogs, and coaching options custom designed to take you from where you are to the place you dream of being. Join our Facebook group to connect with others or find inspiration on YouTube and Instagram. If you're ready for a personalized touch, you can book a call with me directly on the website to see what this is all about. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep moving forward on your path to lasting love.